I never really thought about how to start this.
Yeah, this was a lot easier.
A lot easier in our heads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
it was
that's
also-
the intro.
It was a lot easier to do the setup physically than it was to set up
Mentally?
the talk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're already started.
Okay, so I guess we did already start. Well, welcome everyone watching this. We're the Basement Boys. I'm Matt.
Wow.
This is Justin. This is Diaz, and that's Tone.
Hello.
I didn't say hello.
Yeah. Fourth thing. We're four dudes that let's play in the year 2020, the year of our Lord. Why are they doing this? That's a great question. Well, we don't fucking know, but we just hit 1,000 subs anyway.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
1K subs.
After all these years.
Pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's at least been 3 years since we officially started releasing videos for the channel. So
Yeah,
there's been a lot of time for us to kind of like, I guess, work out the kinks in our formula.
Lose a lot of footage.
Lose a lot of footage.
Lose
That's
tons
true.
of footage.
Yeah.
An incredible amount. If we could have like, I know it's redundant because it physically could not happen, but if we could have a compilation of all the footage that we lost,
No.
it would be really fun.
It would be at least 3 hours.
It would be a lot.
Oh, it'd be like a 10-hour thing. Dude.
You think 10 hours?
I think we
Yeah,
lost
we've
10 hours of
definitely
footage.
lost at least like 5 or 6 recordings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that adds up. That adds up big time.
Rest in peace, Castle Crashers.
Rest in peace to the second half of
that's
Castle
the
Crashers,
worst.
not the first half. But we could just do it again with good mics.
We could.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges.
And with
right?
the fourth person.
And with the fourth person because it's
Yeah.
a 4-player game.
Hello, Diaz.
You
Hi.
looking at me?
For no particular reason. You can see us looking at him now
Yo.
during the recording.
Whoa, that's crazy.
There's power involved here.
New technology that lets us use video cameras.
Also known as a video camera.
Whoa.
And it's not a phone.
And it's not a phone.
It's not a phone.
It's actually not a phone. Now that we've hit 1K, Matt, what can we expect as a reward for our loyal subs?
So for our loyal subjects, what we can divulge is what Project B Squared is.
Yeah.
We talked about this for a while leading up to this year. We had a lot of we had a lot of materials ready for it to go, but at the end of the day, we actually just never, coronavirus happened, and now it's like
Here we are.
there was a long period of time where we couldn't do this or set up for any of this shit. But Project B Squared is essentially
Essentially.
essentially a project.
let's just pause and let me re-say that, please.
No,
because I don't want to sensually locked in on the camera.
No, it's locked in, definitely.
So it's essentially a versus project where all 4 of us basement boys will be locked in Mortal Kombat in a video game. And we're going to pick
Right.
cards from 3 categories that will explain the video game challenge that we're going to be competing in, as well as what game we're actually going to be playing for said challenge. The second card is going to be obviously what members that are playing. It's going to be a 1v1 challenge, and we're going to have kind of like bracket style showings where we'll do an episode of 2 basement boys facing off, and then the next 2, and then the 2 winners go on to like a 3rd episode where they challenge each other. And in total, like 3 episodes would equal a season of Basement Brawl. So
It's essentially a Joker versus Joker challenge.
it's a Joker versus Joker challenge.
Yeah, and it needs a name.
Oh, did I? It's called Basement Brawl.
Yeah.
By the way,
think
I thought I said.
You said it in passing, but
I
you
said
never said
no.
this is
Project
it.
B Squared is called Basement Brawl. This is, again, it's something that we've all thought about. Tone brought the idea up initially, where he was like, "Hey, we need something that really like puts us on the map," because Let's Plays is obviously a very saturated genre, and even though people really enjoy the formula at the end of the day, we want to be more than that, because we're here to show off our personality and our friendship environment through the medium of video games.
But we also don't want something that's been done before a lot. We don't want something that a lot of people are doing and it just seems like we're jumping on a trend. We want to do something a little bit more original. So I think it was me and Matt that kind of just sat down in like in my basement.
Sat down in a basement.
We sat down in my basement and we kind of
Surprisingly,
just
a basement.
worked everything out, and then we just sent these to the map and they were down for it. So
We hashed out the initial idea, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty mentally set so far.
We're sorry this isn't in a basement, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is in my mom's apartment.
Not a basement.
I live
Kinda
in
looks
this
like a
apartment too, but I
It
live
could be a
upstairs.
basement. You don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
You upstairs.
Is it a basement? We
No.
already said it's
It's
not.
the bottom floor.
Nice basement.
The basement looks like shit. I'll be honest. I'll be incredibly honest.
We could have done my basement.
Your basement looks nice as fuck.
The lighting
but-
is still shit in there though.
basement brawl. We did it in the basement.
In a brawl.
For an
we
ex-
brawled in the basement.
If you guys want an example of like what a basement brawl episode will look like, basically it's gonna have 3 parts to the episode. There's gonna be the drawing phase where we're all together, we do some live footage and stuff, kind of like this. We'll draw the names of the players that are going to be competing, which is obviously going to be me, Diaz, Justin, or Tone. We'll
Or
draw-
special guests,
or special guests. We really don't know yet because
Who
we,
knows?
Like we definitely want the first few episodes to be us 4. Beyond that, it's probably more based on availability and if people really want to see them consistently. Because if people want to see them consistently, we'll obviously make more of an effort to make that happen.
And also if we enjoy it.
Yeah, and if we enjoy
Yeah.
it, too. It
If
could
we
be a
enjoy
complete
this.
fucking nightmare. We don't know yet. But the setup of the episode is essentially going to be: we have our drawing phase first, so we pick players, we pick the game, we pick the modifiers.
Think something like if you've ever seen it like Silent Library, kind of like we're all
Exact-
sitting.
Oh, that's a really good example.
We're
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
sitting by a table and we draw as opposed, but it's not us quickly drawing. It's just we're all gonna draw.
Yeah.
But that'll
It's
be
gonna
what
be
it
random,
looks like.
obviously. And we already have a set of like, for our game challenges, the challenges are going to be game specific. So those cards, there could be multiple challenges for a single game, and we're going to kind of rotate in and out stuff that we think of as we go, stuff that's already made, or stuff that's already been done. And the challenges have both an objective and a time limit within a specific game. So the time limit's either based on amounts of attempts that you get or a set amount of time that you have to complete said challenge. If you don't complete the challenge, you lose. But also, we haven't really we don't know what is really going to happen if 2 people both lose their challenges.
So give us ideas.
Give us ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give us
this
ideas.
is still a work in progress at the moment, as you can see, because we haven't done it yet. So if you have ideas for challenges, example.
You.
Yeah,
You right now. You watching.
Yeah, so if you want an example of like a challenge that we'd be into doing, like the Pale Mourner in Hollow Knight gives you the Delicate Flower, and you have to take the Delicate Flower halfway across the map without getting hit. Something like that, where we have a set amount of times to complete that, would be an awesome challenge. That's already something we have, by the way, so don't send me that.
There are challenges ranging from like easy, medium, hard. We're not actually ranking them, but there are easy challenges, and then there
There's stuff
are
that's just objectively harder.
objectively some impossible. And also they're from different games. So a challenge that might be easy for Justin might not be easy for Diaz, or a game that might be easy for me might not be easy for Matt. And it's just, we kind of just threw it out the wall, and we thought it would be funnier if, let's say, I get like, I don't know, a Celeste challenge, and Matt gets a Cuphead challenge, just something random. It would be fun.
And it would be 2 challenges either completed or failed per episode, because each player has to complete a different challenge. It's not like they're completing the same one and trying to do it faster or trying to just win it while the other one doesn't. They're doing different things in the same episode. So that's out of the way. And this is where the modifiers come in, is where despite there being different difficulty levels between each of the challenges, we're not ranking them or separating them based on challenge, because we have these modifiers that are going to be going on while the game is happening. So one of the modifiers that we have in place could be like, this is one I made recently, where you have to like write a whole, like a poem or some shit down at the beginning of when you start the challenge, and then in between every attempt or every 10 minutes, you have to recite that thing word for word without looking at it. And if you don't, you either get docked time on your ability to complete the challenge, or you just get like slapped in the face. It's something like that, where if you get slapped a few times, it's gonna suck dick. You're probably gonna play worse, and that's probably gonna impact the actual difficulty of completing the challenge.
Somehow it's gonna end with Matt getting fireworks shot at him.
That's
won't.
my goal, right?
It won't.
Roman
might.
candles.
Guaranteed.
It might.
Strap me
Guaranteed.
to a tree.
It won't.
Shoot me with Roman candles.
It won't.
I don't want that.
Wait, so how does it end
So-
exactly?
How's
Is it
what
like
end?
At the end of the season?
Oh, yeah,
is
the
there like
third
a-
phase
is
of
there
the
like
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, like a crowning ceremony at the end.
So we were just
What
gonna
about the
keep
loser?
like little brownie points.
Okay.
Now the loser, we weren't gonna do a you lose you suffer kind of thing. It was more of a you win you get something.
Yeah.
But we haven't decided yet, because the thing is, it would be hard for us to do a you lose you suffer thing for 3 people.
Out of the
Yeah.
four. That
Out of the
really
four.
Makes sense. Okay.
And it's hard to make something that we actually not want to do,
Yeah.
and like actually do it. That's what I'm saying. This is supposed to be more like fun, something that we can have fun with.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
not just sitting behind a computer and playing video games.
Okay.
So
It's
instead
playing
of,
video games, but also with something a little more.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit face-to-face interaction, because I know we were all thinking about doing more like face cam stuff, especially with the implementation of the new layout on stream, so that
Correct.
Matt does face things a lot. We were thinking about doing
face
new
shit.
webcam stuff for podcasts, so we can actually get a more interpersonal relationship with the viewer in a way.
Yeah, and generally, if you guys like this setup, if you would think that this setup would work for podcasts, despite it being hot as fuck right now,
Oh yeah.
half
It's
the
terrible.
year, half the year is not like that. So if you do enjoy seeing this, we can definitely try and make it happen more often. If you want this to be a setting that you see us in more often. Piggybacking off what Tone and Diaz were talking about, the incentivization for winning is essentially we want to keep track of like seasons that we run for this. So like we can keep track of who's got the most wins and almost create like a sports team kind of mechanic around it, you know? I guess an atmosphere of like team mentality, because I know Team Matthew's obviously going to be, you know,
Small.
the favorite. So
It's gonna be the chump team for
you know,
chumps.
it's like even the idea of making merch for this kind of stuff. It's completely up to if people enjoy it, and if we get to that point where it's a complete possibility.
It's up to the reception of
It's
it,
up to
really.
reception.
Because if we do this and nobody likes it, then you're probably not going to see it unless we really enjoy it. you
I can
know?
imagine us really
Yeah.
enjoying it also.
I think
'cause,
it'll be
mean,
fun.
We've been Let's Playing for only.
Yeah, well,
I
we
don't want to
also-
say no.
we
reward.
enjoy Let's
we
Playing,
enjoy
though.
Let's Playing. So that's the point. We're gonna do it if we enjoy it.
I'm just excited that we're finally able to get it done. you know,
Yeah.
like we had so many weekends where we're planning on doing it, but we weren't able to do it. And it's just hard. It's hard.
It totally would have happened by now had this whole pandemic not been the case.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, for sure.
I can guarantee that because we were able to do this, and this is right at the end of the pandemic at this point. So like, for us, for
for
New York,
us.
for New
Yeah,
York,
hopefully.
for the first wave of New York, looking towards the future.
Hopefully. But
So yeah.
I
If it gets bad again, this is before then. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're good guys. We're not.
And
we're not
imagine all
breaking
those
quarantine.
dastardly things we predicted about Dr. Disrespect. Those all happened in real life, and we called it.
Wait,
That is true.
did stuff come out for that?
No, not yet.
No,
I'm
not
still
yet.
I'm still hard reading.
Oh, okay.
It's the hardest read.
It's
Frame
the
one
hardest
read.
read.
Weeks
because
of hard reads
it's
put
been
together.
multiple weeks in advance. We actually, like the day before he did his I'm Coming Back video, like not even, he just stood there in a dark silhouette. In that video, we mentioned it like the Pikmin episode the day before.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought that
yeah.
was
With
fun.
the picture.
Yeah.
With the picture.
With the
That was
picture.
good. That was a good picture.
Yeah.
It was a good picture.
Was there a picture edit? Oh,
My
Yeah,
picture.
Tone, Dr. Tone.
I love that photo. It's my
It's a good
favorite,
picture.
bro.
So
After
we
one
should
of his
probably
streams.
actually say, "Wow, we got to 1,000
Yeah, yeah. Back
Coffee.
to it.
after so long."
I cannot believe we're at 1,000,
Yeah,
dude. That's
no, it's
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Our first like year and a half was spent like
Getting to 100.
getting
Our
to
first
100.
year and a half was spent getting to 50.
it's completely ridiculous looking at it how slow the growth like just fucking is initially in that first climb. And then I obviously don't want to not give any credit to the games that we've played that have gotten us a lot of views. For one being Pizza Tower. We played that stuff early and it's been huge for us. We're good friends with both Mr. Sauceman and Frostix. They're both in our server. We fucking love those guys.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to all you guys and PTG too, because he's making a really good game, and that dude grinds his ass off apparently. So, you know, we realistically couldn't be here this soon without them. Despite that, I think we would have gotten here no matter what because we're fucking sick, and
Because
you know.
we're the best.
we're pretty good.
The bestment boys.
We're apparently pretty funny. People like us. And
We're not funny.
We're not the
that's
best
only-
Basement Boys, though. There's still that other channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, we got to beat that other Basement Boys channel.
I think, what do they have, like 100K or something?
I think
don't
they're
know.
sick, dude. I think
They have a lot of they have a lot of subs.
We might not beat them.
might
We will
not.
eventually.
One day.
Eventually. I
When
agree.
their
we can't
channel
lose the
dies
confidence
out,
now.
Yeah.
and we're still posting
We're still
videos to
Let's Playing in the
17
year
viewers.
The year 2050 for all 12 to 17 of you.
Yeah. Hopefully by then it'll be 13 to 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Or we have jetpacks and we have cooler shit to do.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Fire
would be
jetpacks headphones.
Yeah.
fly directly into my asshole.
Yeah.
We could just actually end up becoming them if jetpacks are a thing. Realistically, all the real world jetpack pranks that we could pull.
Flying jetpack directly
Stealing
into
from
old
my
lady
grandma's
prank.
kitchen on a jetpack speed run.
Real?
HD.
Shout out
Gone
to
sexual.
Nekopara. Shout out to the Nekopara episode. Dude.
Still gets
That
400
still gets, like,
views
views-
every month.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Y'all are horny, man. You gotta stop. You gotta stop with that shit.
You gotta
It's
stop.
YouTube. What do you think?
You gotta stop.
What do you think? Actually,
We're
I
gonna take that. We're gonna take that video down.
I mean, eventually, but it's gonna be.
No, we're not.
memorialized
It's staying
somehow.
forever.
It's really funny.
It's very funny. It's the best.
Yeah.
I've never watched
The
it.
best part
It might
about
be
that
funny.
video,
It's not
and
good.
you guys
It's not
don't
good?
see it, but we do, is that at the very beginning, it dips all the way down to like 8% retention, and then about 8 minutes in, it jumps back up to 30. So you know what's happening. You know. I'm
It's
looking at.
Jigglypuff and Clefairy.
I'm looking at the 30% of people that are watching this right now.
I put Jigglypuff and Clefairy over the titties in the video. That's the whole funny joke. Oh man, y'all
Disappointed.
Are
I'm
horny,
disappointed in
dude.
all
Y'all are
you.
horny.
Everyone point at the camera right now.
Point.
Point.
There he is,
You,
officer.
you menace.
You menace.
You monster.
How could you even think about beating
Keep it in your
dick?
pants.
How could you think about it? Fools. So yeah,
Back to it.
shout
to
outs. Shout outs. So we did Pizza Tower, huge. The streams that we've done, like all the Mario streams that we've run, have been really good for us. So like, we got to thank you all for tuning into that content as well. Kenshi has been huge for us. Bug Fables has been ridiculous for us. I can't even forget.
Bug
to
Fables
mention
is.
that. If you're here for Bug Fables, we
Bad.
love you. Stay. We want you to watch our other content because it's really good too, and we think you'll love it. But the
But
fact
if
that you're
hey,
already
if
here
you're
is
if you're only
amazing.
in for Bug Fables, you know, enjoy
Yeah.
them. Enjoy Bug
it.
Fables.
We're still playing it, so
It's coming. Very slowly, but
it's
coming.
going slow, but that's all right. So yeah, that's pretty much all the big mentions on games, I would say, right? We did some Wario
Valhalla?
stuff. Valhalla's been that as a favorite LP.
I really liked
That
Valhalla.
shit was
It
the
was
best.
fun.
That shit was the best. So
Should we
shout
talk
out to-
about our favorite like LPs we've done?
Sure.
Yeah, do
we
it.
did it at 100. I think it'd be cool to do it again.
Yeah.
Tone, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first. We'll go left to right.
I mean, mine's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I love the Kenshi videos.
Kenshi's the
I
best.
I love the Kenshi videos because that is the. I mean, I don't even think if the new ones are out yet. Are they out?
We're doing it right now.
It's
It's coming out.
The
right
new the latest recording session of Kenshi was probably the funniest thing. That was probably one of my favorite recordings
That
of
shit
all
killed
time.
me. I
That
was-
was so good. I love those
Oh, that
recordings.
fucking gorilla, bro.
I think a close second place was probably when we did Mario Party downstairs.
Oh, that was fun.
And
With Diaz.
yeah, with Diaz was there,
time ago.
and I think I almost popped a brain cell on that.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
when the
one
game
TV, that was 2 years ago.
crashed.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
funny.
If you haven't seen it, you gotta go back and watch it. That was good with that mics, right?
That was Bad Mics.
Bad
The
mics.
bad mics.
Bad
All right,
mics.
so
I think we used the Blue Yeti.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
For, that was for the Blue Yeti. We used
go
one
watch it
Blue
because
Yeti, by the
that
way.
was probably one of the times where I almost punched a computer screen.
Tone immediately got up and left.
I literally
We had
left
to get
the
him.
room.
We had to get him because
We
it
had to
turned
get
out
him.
that the game initially the game glitched, but then
No,
it came back and it turned out it just tabbed out.
Yeah.
That was like the funniest shit ever.
I was so
and then
angry.
the thing on screen goes, haha, that was funny, right? It was like it was a giant wiggler. It was
Yeah.
fucking.
I hate that.
It was beautiful. You couldn't get better than that.
All right, go ahead, Diaz.
Diaz.
For
favorite
me-
thing you've been on?
It's definitely a recent one, but pretty much Pikmin. 'Cause
Ooh, Diaz
that's
got
pretty
the
much the
Pikmin
whole
pick.
playthrough that I've actually been in the whole time and actually played. And it's actually one of my favorite games of all time, that whole series. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot of fun. And that we hard readed that I can complete the game in 14 days.
It was
Which
it was
actually
this
ended
close. It
happening.
was this fucking close.
Diaz is a god.
He's
a
a
god.
D God, by the way.
And that's my own personal record on Pikmin 1, so you can check that out.
If you're interested in Pikmin 1 speedruns on our channel, maybe you can convince this guy to start streaming it a little bit.
Ooh.
Because
Ooh, I
he
like
might
that.
he
That's
might
a
want to
shill
try to
right
beat
there.
it.
Maybe.
Ooh.
That's up to you, my
He
friend.
can beat the 14-day speed.
You're looking about something to you're always looking at something to stream. You should go subscribe, go follow Daz445.
That is true. That is my Twitch name. You see me on the Basement Boys spamming emotes. Maybe some ayaya ones.
Some IIS. We
Those
do
are the
have
worst.
those.
What about you, Matt?
All right, so for me,
The
it's
two big boys.
It's gonna be obvious, dude. Number one is Pokemon. 100%.
Pokemon's fun.
Pokemon's like so ridiculously top tier for me. Like there's no beating it. I am currently, I haven't farmed for it in like a fucking month because we lost Arcanine, which I was so
I forgot about
I
that
was
one.
literally so hellbent on
Gur.
Yeah, we
Right?
lost Gur. Yeah.
Gur.
I was very much considering just scrapping those last few episodes where we got the Grumpig and restarting it, but no, I can't.
Can't?
It's a Nuzlocke. I fucked up. We lost Gur, and I have to accept that.
You can hear he's choking up.
Yeah,
man.
he's dying. You could feel the sadness in his voice.
We got a Grumpig, bro. Like, who's gonna replace an Arcanine with a Grumpig? Are you kidding me?
That is a good point. Grumpig's the worst.
Oh my god. But
funny.
that's where we are now. You probably passed this at this point, or we've already lost or won, depending on that.
Who knows?
Who knows? But Pokemon's my number one. I started, that was like the first official LP that I really started editing for the channel, and I actually was editing it on my laptop that we're using here when we were in Seattle watching TI.
Yeah,
I edited
that's-
some of the
oh,
first few
yeah.
episodes
That's
in
true.
Seattle.
I remember that.
And so it was I think it was generally like a really good time for us as a group. And, you know, sentimentally, that is there for me as number one.
One of the only Let's Plays that goes from old mics to new mics.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
the only ones. Because it's been fucking long.
What other ones? I know we've done a few.
I
with
wanted to
that.
do honorable mentions though, quick, before we like think of all the other bad LPs.
I still gotta do mine.
I know, man, but like, fine, okay, I'll leave it at
No.
Pokemon. You do your thing. You got this.
Do you have more?
I was just
If
gonna.
you have a
mention-
secondary.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna mention Valhalla too, because
Oh, yeah,
Valhalla's
Valhalla's
the
great.
fucking best.
That's good.
Yeah, no, Valhalla was a lot of fun.
Valhalla's the best.
Huh.
All right, so next.
Now
Go
Justin.
ahead.
No, my favorites. Kenshi again. I really like Kenshi. It's
Kenshi's
just
good.
it's just the nature of it just being like you're just going around exploring and like just getting to show off everything to these guys. It's so fun. And Celeste is great. that
Ooh,
was
Celeste is a
fun
good one,
because
yeah.
I would do something crazy and then they'd get hyped. And,
Yeah.
you know, that felt good.
Because that game looks impossible.
It
Dude.
Yeah.
does, dude. You literally, you like almost fucking bronze man the last level of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you almost
absolutely.
bronze man it.
But yeah, it was that was really fun. Billy Hatcher, that was great. it was probably it's not my favorite. But
Shout out to Ignatius and
yeah,
Serendipitous.
yeah, good old Ignatius the
And Malpheus the
Serendipitous.
Betrayer.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Fuck those guys.
But one of the best parts of that was definitely like forcing Matt through the whole game because like at one point he said something along the line of like soul drain or something, like it was soul draining him, and that was great. It was hilarious.
It's the Billy poison.
Yeah, the
dude.
Billy poison.
The Billy poison was getting to me.
It was so fun. Like it's not a great game from like the halfway point, but you know what? It was fun.
I was ill also during like a very good portion
Yeah.
of the recording. So like when the Billy poison hit the hardest was when I was actually
yeah.
physically the most ill in the entire LP.
I
and
remember,
it was terrible.
Right after we finished it, I said if we ever wanted to do it on stream, we could play the multiplayer. And Matt immediately he was just like, no,
It's not
It wasn't like a maybe. Like, you know, like there's the maybe where it's like, oh yeah, maybe, you know, we'll play this time, maybe.
I gave
but
a definitive
it was just
answer.
hard. No,
That's how you
we're
know.
not doing
Yeah,
that.
Matt doesn't give definite answers.
I usually like to leave the window open, but
Yeah, no,
this
that
one I
doesn't know.
fucking
You have 2 no's on the channel so far.
What are they?
It's
What's the
that
first?
one,
second.
Cuphead.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way I'm playing Cuphead. I'll take that to my grave. I suck fat cock at Cuphead.
We got 2 good Cuphead plays right here.
Well,
Two gamers.
I was
This
gonna
is an
play.
LP that we've
You
never
played
seen
Cuphead before?
No, that would be funny.
Yeah, we could get Tone in there too.
We
Oh,
can
we
get
can-
Tone.
we can
I
figure
just,
it out.
I'm just not
We'll
gonna be
see.
there for it. It's not
Yeah.
happening. I don't want to. That's the end of that. All right.
So I think we should talk about some of the honorable mentions of series that that if you're new, you should watch.
Yeah.
On top of some ideas that we have
For a new LP.
for new LPs
Okay.
once older ones finish. So we've kind of, I don't really know if we're going to add this to the video, but I feel like we should just kind of say this. We're kind of doing a dynamic where we're doing one long-standing LP on top of maybe 3 medium length ones and then 1 short slot, so kind of. So we're trying to just rotate between these different games so we give you guys variety and we're able to not burn out on any specific game.
Yeah, burnout's kind of tough to avoid.
So right now our LPs are Kenshi, Pokemon,
Pokemon's tough because it's, again,
Bug Fables,
Pikmin 2.
And
dude,
That's
I
about it.
I think
always
that's it
wanna
right
say
now, right?
Valhalla
There's
is still
TAC,
running.
but TAC
There's
is.
TAC, but like that's. I
who
mean,
knows?
we still don't know if it's going to be an LP.
It might.
If you
It
like
might
TAC,
not.
tell us. We'll
Yeah.
play TAC. That's fine.
yeah, I think
TAC's a good
that's-
game.
I think that's it for now.
Yeah, so we kind of have that 4 list running right now.
So I know we were talking about starting when, as a long-term game, when Pokemon's over, we're thinking about starting the new Persona game.
Persona 5 The Royal. I actually haven't completed that on my own time yet. That's another thing. I played like fucking 40 hours into it. And then I just kind of burnt for a bit because I fought one of the bosses on it. It was the Okumura boss fight. Fuck
That one's
that
tough.
fight. Fuck that fight.
tough
I was
fight.
not prepped. It fucked me in the ass. But despite that, that's definitely something I want to try and run on the channel. I think that'd be a really good thing for us to do because people like Persona, obviously, and we are people. You see yourself in this image, and that's because it is. So yeah, Persona is one of the ones that we want to do.
I think we were also thinking about, once Kenshi's over, starting a new run, potentially,
We could.
I kind of
as a different,
You
like a
know.
different way. No, I mean, go ahead, Matt.
I was thinking that we might as well fucking run Kenshi. Like I thought
This is
we were gonna,
never-ending Kenshi.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna just kind of have the objective of like going to kill the Bandit King, Dust Bandit King taking his head and then selling it for money. But it's been
We gotta take out
it's-
the cannibals,
It's
too.
been and the cannibals obviously they were the real main goal. But it's been fucking fun. Like this last recording was actually ridiculously hilarious. I say we just kind of take it because there's areas that both of you guys haven't even seen in the game yet.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
would we stop in this one LP if there's still content for you guys?
Well, the idea is like we would just start over and have like the actual dilemma of do we live or do we die? Because eventually you'll get to the point where you can go anywhere
Okay.
and it's not even a challenge.
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Like you eventually you get to the point where if you get ambushed by 10 beak things, you kill those 10 beak things.
Yeah.
And then you heal up and you run away, you know?
Okay, I see.
So that's just the idea. Do we have any more that we were thinking about?
I mean, I don't know. Diaz, are there other like Nintendo games you wanted to try and run?
I know me and Justin recently talked about Pikmin 3, but
Yeah,
like not
that'd be
only
fun.
that as a playthrough, but we were talking also that the versus mode and the challenge mode are really well done in that game, and the versus mode is pretty fun too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could do some cool stuff with that.
Yeah,
I was also thinking about doing something for Smash that might not happen, may happen. Is you doing like a Smash Down versus mode with all the guys?
Yeah.
Where we kind of just go like I'll go around and I'll play all the guys in Smash versus mode, and I feel like it would be a pretty fun edited video that we can do. Maybe I would probably have to edit that if it is edited though. So
That's all right.
yeah.
On that idea, if you guys have seen the old Rivals content and you want more of that, tell us to play Rivals. We
Oh
love
yeah,
that
Rivals
game.
is fun.
Rivals is a good game.
I remember also again we mentioned Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That'd be good. We did talk about that.
Oh
Wind
my
Waker?
God,
Yeah, that would be fun.
Wind
I think
Waker
Wind Waker
LP.
would be fun.
Wind Waker LP soon, actually. That's ridiculous. I can't believe we forgot about that.
I got another one I remember. Remember we were thinking about Odyssey.
Odyssey
Yeah,
LP
that'd be fun.
soon. Dude.
Odyssey, hopefully. Hopefully. That's something that we're going to have to all be around for, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
That's
think
a
that
good
was pretty much things to look forward to.
Ideas, Justin?
I said custom robo earlier.
Custom
I think
robo,
custom
good.
robo would be fun. I don't know. We have a big document full of games that we look at a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess tell us what you guys would like to see. That we probably should have said that earlier, but
Yeah.
yeah,
let's-
definitely let us know if you have anything you think would be fun to see us play through.
Let's mention some fighting games really quick, right?
Yeah, fighting
I mean,
games.
we've like
King of Fighters 13.
our
That's a good
channel
one.
was kind of predicated on a lot of like fighting games that we did very early on. You know, some of our earliest viewers came from that kind of stuff.
Skullgirls.
Skullgirls was our first official recording that we ever did, and we even lost
No.
that footage.
That's not true.
No, it was
Yeah.
our first official one.
I don't think so.
It was our it was. It's the first on the channel,
First
so it's the
official.
first official one.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and you weren't there for it, so sorry. So, yeah. So I mean, if you guys want to see more fighting games, obviously we have to show off some Uniclear. We literally have needed to do that since it came out. And we haven't had the
Netcode is
opportunity.
bad.
Netcode bad. We can't play bad netcode game online. That just doesn't work. Just fighting games, like we obviously are still completely into them. Anything competitive like that, send our way, because I mean there's more specials that we could possibly implement than just Basement Brawl, right? You know, the ideas are pretty much endless. We just want something that's, you know, not Friday Night Fisticuffs. Like we're not any other LP channel than ourselves. So we want ideas that you guys springboard off us, and then we can create into our own thing. I guess that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Wow, this has actually been turned out pretty long.
How long is this?
This is like 40 minutes of footage.
Wow.
under
40?
Yeah.
I thought we were
Okay.
here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
For a while.
just for this, we said we were gonna do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So-
This is
Yeah,
not
10 minutes cut
we went
into
a
a
little-
5-minute video.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
So yeah, you know, it happens.
It happens. I agree. I tend to
So,
rant.
I mean, I think the one thing that we should just say is to like end the video, because I think we're kind of running on a little bit longer. Is
For
just
sure.
Yeah, probably.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Thank you so much, everyone
Thanks,
who's watched since early. You know, I feel like we need to give another shout out to the people in the Discord
Yeah. It's
for
the list is going right now.
yeah, we'll figure out something cool for that. Yeah, definitely thank you to all you guys. You just getting the little nice comments every once in a while about the channel. It helps a lot, you know.
Oh, the comment also
Motivation.
the comments that we see on the videos too, like this is such a good video, or like this like
Yeah.
you guys should have more subs, like that stuff just drives us forward. We love like that is amazing.
That
all
stuff actively helps us get more subs because it motivates us pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks.
It seems a
you.
little cliche.
It's super,
it's
super
definitely really cliche, but it's still. I felt like we had to say it, you know.
No, I mean, it's
Got to tell the people that we appreciate them.
Yeah, when we set out to start the channel, we like 1K was our mark. You know, we were like, we are gonna grind, and we kind of have to just fucking run it until we hit that 1K mark. That's gonna be the mark where we know this is gonna work for us, and we can continue forward beyond that. And it took us a really long time to get there, but like we slowly just had periods of growth where it just became more and more evident. Like, oh, next year we're gonna get 1K. Oh, in a few months we're gonna get 1K. Oh,
Friday.
Friday
We're
hit
gonna get 1K,
And
even
it's
though it
just
happened
like-
yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Thursday,
fucking
so.
it's wild, completely wild for us. The fact that people watch our shit and they want to know more about us. That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Thank you. Everyone make finger guns. Yeah.
Quick
I
shoot.
can make
One.
two
Singular.
two
Oh yeah,
finger
two.
guns.
All right, yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, we
Thought-
could
I
just
thought we
end
were
on
gonna
finger
end- thought we were
guns.
gonna
We can
end
end
on
on finger
Yeah,
guns.
I'm gonna
And on finger guns again.
Yeah.